Hello, YouTubers. Welcome back to Yorkshire Media One. I am Mark.
Hi, I'm Jen.
The Numpty.
This is the
And yes, we are your presenters and hosts and whatever you want us to be. That's the catchphrase, so please get used to it. So, what have we got for you today? Well, it's Film Review Monday, and I'm reviewing a film called, I've never heard of it, I've never seen it until tonight, but apparently worldwide box phenomenon. The most fun I've had at the cinema this year, Independence Day meets Inglourious Basterds, which we all know is Brad Pitt's film. Iron Sky. 1945, the Nazis retreated to the moon. Now they're coming back. So, that's what it is. It's called Iron Sky. And all I have to say is how it started. It was pretty decent. The opening shot is of a moon mission. So you see the spaceship going towards the moon. It's called the Horizon Moon Mission. And obviously they want to land on the moon. And that's what happens. It lands on the moon. They come down and land on the moon successfully. They get out. There's one man stood near the spaceship waiting for a photograph, isn't there? And then there's another man looking. He walks further, he goes out of, he's testing, he says, oh yeah, there's helium-3 all over the place. And then he walks a bit further, out of radio connection with Earth, and he looks over the abyss. You see a little bit in his visor what he's looking at, it looks like a city, and then when it spins round, it is a city, isn't it?
It's basically, a city.
It's like a mining city where they're mining, helium-3, they've got loads of it. Got a big city and a swastika.
Yeah, a swastika. The building's shaped like a swastika.
Yeah. Then what you see then is with that bloke, he turns back round and he gets killed by a Nazi, doesn't he?
Yeah, literally gets
shot in a Nazi, and then another Nazi shoots. Well, he blows up the spaceship, and he leaves the man,
the other
astronaut, to get. Well, he gets captured, and it looks like. We thought they killed him, didn't we?
Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
But
when the film gets going properly, it comes back to a scene where he's been taken. An astronaut's been taken into where they are, into the city. And they don't understand why. And he's got fully helmeted, so they don't know what's coming next. And he takes his helmet off and it happens to be a black man. I can't say what they said because it would be inappropriate and this video will get cancelled. So basically, a black man. And they didn't know, and they didn't like it, obviously, but he tries to, he does escape, doesn't he?
He has a little bit of an escape session.
Yeah, where he jumps and then he jumps again, then he ends up in a ventilator shaft. Then he comes across a woman. And he's asking for her help, and he suddenly sees something, and then he starts to open it, and it sucks them both out, doesn't it? And then,
so obviously that's what was making the place.
So the atmosphere, he's rushing out of the place, and he saves her, puts her back, and he gets back in himself, and they shut the door again, don't we? And things like that.
Yeah, and that's when he actually gets caught again.
Yeah, he gets caught again, gets put in with Doctor, who looks like, it's Dr. Richter. But he does look a lot like Einstein. But Dr. Richter straps him in a chair. He gets a from the woman, and she says you have to pretend to be a Nazi to survive.
Stay alive, basically.
And then the doctor does an injection because is it Adler or Alder or something? Adler wants to go to Earth and get computer mobile phones to make their machines work better because they're small computers. But don't forget, the Nazis are on the dark side of the moon since 1945 to 2018.
They colonised it.
Yeah, they colonised the dark side of the moon in 1945, and the film starts in 2018, so it's 73 years after World War II.
And over 40 years they were building
their main ship, wasn't it?
Their main ship. And that's what they wanted the power from the mobile phones for
their
to get it to fly.
Their big main fleet ship, what would destroy the Earth. and everything on it. They do an invasion, pretty good, but jumping a bit backwards a bit, come back a bit. Al or whatever his name is, does go to Earth with now the black man being a white man and being as though they think
Pretending to be a Nazi.
he's been brainwashed into being a Nazi, goes with them. And everything, it just goes on from there. It becomes a bit of a comedy, really. But this Nazi does meet the President of the United States and all that, and it all goes from there. She wins her election through what they say. And then there's supposed to be an invasion, and that the Führer comes down.
Adler wants to be the Führer.
Well, the Führer's dead, isn't he, while he's having sex with a woman, but he tries to kill him, but it don't work out that way, because the woman kills him. So he dies, the old Führer dies, and Adler becomes the new Führer, basically. And then President of the United States says, we've got a Mars mission spaceship ready to go, which is all right, but it's USS Bush.
Yeah, George W. Bush.
Yeah, George W. Bush. But it's packed with nuclear weapons and things like that. But it's supposed to be going to Mars on a peace mission, you know what I mean? And she comes in dressed in, well, what I call book called bondage gear myself. But yeah, it was alright. I mean, all in all, they have a bit of a space opera battle. I think it's well directed. I think it's a good storyline. I think the only weak bits in it is where they tried to do a bit of comedy. They didn't keep it as serious. They tried to do comedy like they did with Brad Pitt's film, but I don't think it worked, did it?
No.
Because we didn't laugh, did we?
No.
You know, we treat it like a serious film, but it was a serious film. I mean, the final battle in space, that was good. Yeah, it's a treat to see. CGI were used properly on this one as well. And that. There would have been some models, but CGI were used very well, I thought. And I thought the storyline was alright as well. But, like I say, it is what it is. But Iron Sky, yeah, it is good. And that. Nobody really wins, do they? I mean, the Americans, yeah, they
Won't
do.
tell you the fully ending.
They do beat the Nazis, and then she gets a bit daft, doesn't she?
Yeah, because she's been hiding something up on the moon.
Yeah,
that annoys all the other countries around the world.
So we won't tell you that bit. Yeah, you'd have to get the film. Oh, you have to get the film to watch it. But if you have seen it, what's your opinion on it? Do you like it, like I did? I know Jen didn't like it.
I wasn't overly keen on it.
There were parts of it what you liked, though, weren't there?
They say it's like a big box office phenomenon, but
worldwide.
There wasn't one actor in it that
she didn't know.
I could recognise, basically. I'd never even heard of the film, and it just didn't appeal to me. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Obviously, everyone's got their own opinion. Like, Mark enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it because it's science fiction. Well, it is more like a science fiction film than no else. I enjoyed it.
There was that little...
It could have happened, couldn't it? But it didn't.
There was that little scene that did sort of remind you of a scene in Star Trek.
Yeah.
Where on the SS
George W. Bush,
it was like Kirk going up to the at the front of the desk at the Enterprise, sort of taking control.
Yeah, that's
what she did, didn't she? She sort of took control of the ship.
Yeah, but there's a bit of a throwback to Battlestar Galactica.
When the whole fleet?
No, the new Galactica, Battlestar, the new series of Battlestar Galactica. If you ever seen an episode called Razor, there's a female captain who uses a knife, and that's what the knife was on that. And that. And then when you saw the fleet, yeah, it did remind me a bit of the old Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah.
And that. But I liked it because they're using round UFOs. But I don't know if Jen picked up on it, but you could tell it was from World War II, couldn't you? World War II.
Some of the old, like...
The old technology is World War II. There's no push buttons. They haven't modernised. So for 73 years they've been building these machines
old styly because
With-
they didn't know no difference.
with the World War Two. Yeah, but they should have done, but they didn't. So you could tell they were from back end of World War Two, the old technology. There's no push buttons or all like that. And now they start the engines on them. It's a push.
And they had those big handles.
You can hear these engines
Right.
flying up. Yeah. So it's weird. It really is, because there's a part of it where she asks Washington, in it, James Washington, do you know how to fly this machine? And he says it can't be no harder. And then a video game. So he starts pressing what we say, buttons, and he gets it going, and they go to Dark Side of the Moon again to confront Adler, innit?
Adler, yeah.
Adler, yet again. It were quite interesting. When they first landed, there were an old, what was it? A farm woman, wasn't it? A woman on a farm, shooting them with shotguns.
Yeah, because I think she had
Get off my land.
She had a field of wheat, didn't she?
Well,
It looked like it.
field of corn or wheat, but that to me is like a throwback to Signs. How they landed in corn.
And
field
she
of
sort
that.
of shouted, "I'm get off my land," and
Yeah.
that's when she started shooting at him.
Yeah. But unbelievably, when Renee and Washington got back to that spaceship, it were in one piece, wasn't it? And they could fly off to Dark Side of the Moon.
Exactly.
So there is some good bits and there is some romantic bits, because she fell in love with Washington in the end, didn't she? And on that, you know what I mean? But like I say, there was inappropriate language used, and I can't repeat it.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying black man.
Yeah, because I even thought that, didn't I?
Yeah.
I sort of said, "Whoa, why can they
Yeah.
say that?"
Well, they did, and
But they did.
they got away with it.
Every so often they do talk in German, and so there
Yeah.
are the subtitles when they are talking in
But
German.
it's mainly in English.
But it is
good.
practically all in English,
It is good.
apart from that. So.
I think when they go to German, they're trying to be more funny, or they're taking piss out of the Germans, aren't they? Basically, because Germans don't. In World War Two, Germans didn't have a sense of humour. Yeah, I know now that 80 years on now, isn't it, from World War
Practically,
Two? We know Germans have got a sense of humour, and that, and we know them better now than we've ever done before. You know what I mean? So really, it's a good film. It really is. Well, I think
It's an age 15.
Yeah.
I'd say it was that age or whatever. Yeah.
But it is a good film, and you do have bits on,
It's on
decent
for
graphics.
89 minutes.
Yeah. How long's that? 129
An
minutes?
hour and
29
29
minutes.
minutes. So
That's not
just
too
under
bad.
an hour and a half.
Yeah. It is. It is what it is. And I can talk about it for a long, long time. But I'll leave it there. If you've liked it, please give us a thumbs up. Please like. Please subscribe if you're new. Hit the bell icon. That'll let you know when I'm going to upload another film review or other things. And that. So, if you want another film review, let me know in the comments. And please, it's free to subscribe to Yorkshire Media One, and it's free to subscribe to Gen V72, more than many.
Exactly. More than
Please
me.
share the video to your friends and your family and to other social media like X, Facebook and Instagram. And yet again, please use the comment section below this video to let me know what you think to this film review. Have you ever heard of Iron Sky? Have you watched it? If you have, give me your opinion on that. I've never heard of it.
No,
And
no,
from
no,
to
no.
say it's a worldwide box office phenomenon, I've never seen it in a cinema over here at all.
I've never even heard of it.
No, I haven't. So that's why I've reviewed it. And hopefully you've liked the review. And hopefully, if you see it, get it and watch it. If you're a DVD collector, it's worth going into your collection. I think it is. Because I think it's going to become rare. That's my honest opinion. So, all this to say is to wrap up now, and we'll catch you on the next video. Bye for now.
Bye, Numpty.
Bye, Numpty.